This week in the field, catching up on my personal black and white photo project. Hey everyone, I'm Scott Davenport. Welcome to In the Field. Thanks for joining me today. Really quick, Fall 2018 workshops. The dates are posted. The reserve lists are available if you'd like to come join me and some of your fellow photographers in either San Diego in September or the Oregon coast in November. You can put your name down the reserve list. What does that mean? It's like saving your spot in line. So when I send out the invitations for registration, they go out in the order that people signed up on the reserve list. So you think you might want to join us? Head on over to my website, get your name on the list, and then come on back and watch the rest of this video. And so what's today's video about? Well, let's see. Several months ago, I think back in episode 280, I talked about the pros and cons. I was considering doing a personal photo project, and I have been. It's a long-term by design, doing a black and white photo project and focusing on the coast. That is my love, shooting the ocean, doing longer exposures. And I really, it's taken a back seat. That's okay, as long as I don't forget about it entirely. And so I have some footage from an outing. As I record this, it's like 5 or 6 weeks when I did this shoot. And that's probably the last time I really did anything for the photo project. So this is both sharing some of this this footage as well as a reminder to me to not put the project on the back shelf too much longer. So let's go have a look out at Torrey Pines State Beach. I just finished a shoot at Torrey Pines Beach, and I came here for 2 reasons. The first was there was going to be clouds in the sky, at least that was the forecast, so those would catch the morning light. And this is one of my favorite beaches for sunrise because the land immediately to the east of the beach is a nice little valley, really, where there isn't cliffs or any local mountains that are blocking that early morning sun. The second reason is that the beach often has lots of these small, interesting rocks. And I thought that might be good for me for my black and white project for, something small, something, more intimate landscape. Well, neither of those things really worked out today, but I did get a little bit of color in the sky, and I spent most of my time with a Lifeguard Tower, that one of my favorite subjects, tower number 2. Might start my morning with this Lifeguard Tower. The beach is kind of messy. There's a fair amount of seaweed and kelp thrown around. The stones that are often at this beach have been washed away or are buried under sand. I need to get myself down a little bit farther onto these little bit of rock jetty that's not really a jetty. It's more just like a land block on the beach here. Hard to see in the video right now, but I'm gonna need to get a better vantage on this Lifeguard Tower. Get down a little bit lower so I can make more of the tower appear in the scene, because the sky, there's a hint of something out there, but I'm not sure if it's gonna really catch the morning color. I just tried out 2 quick framings. This is what I started with. I think got a little closer and a little angled more downward. I think this is a stronger photo. The tower is clearly my subject, and that needs to be a little more prominent. I'm not too happy about that little rock that's in the corner there, but I can take care of that in post. And I do wish the beach was a little smoother, but hey, you get what you get some mornings. I've changed up my framing one more time. That's because the sky is starting to get some color into it. So there's some pinks and oranges that are happening there. As I pan around to the east here, you're gonna see why I've changed that up, because we're really getting some nice color as the sun's coming up in the morning over here. And so there's a few wispy clouds that are above this tower, and I'm hoping that as the sun makes its appearance over those little tiny ridge in the background, all this stuff in here will get a nice color pop, and with the these aquas and aqua green colors that are in the Lifeguard Tower, that'll be a nice offset to some of that orange and yellow in the sky. I grabbed up one more of the tower from a higher vantage. I'll see if that works out in black and white, but at this stage it's really cold out here. I should have brought a hat. I'm gonna head back into the car and get myself something warm to drink. Although there was some color in the sky, it didn't explode, but the color did help with me converting this to a black and white photo. I won't have an in-post video on this one because I actually used this photo as part of a book I published a few weeks ago, a Take 5 on 1 photo, like a coastlines edition, where you'll see I used those colors and exaggerated them before converting to black and white. And that let me bring out more of the textures and nuance in the sky once it became a grayscale image. So imagine exaggerating orange in one direction and exaggerating blue in another, so they become very, very different and probably not a very pleasing looking color photo. When you convert that to black and white, you get those differences. And in your black and white channel mixer, you can do things and all that kind of stuff. But if you're really interested to see the start to finish on that one, check out the book. And for tip of the week, I suppose it's easy to forget what's important, so don't. And for me, that is making sure I spend some more time on this project. The reason I started it was to remind myself that I started photography because it's something I enjoyed doing for myself. And I want to push myself a little bit differently, a different creative direction. That's where the black and white came in. You can go see all about that in episode 280. But remembering to spend some additional time on this project. It's okay if those things are long-term and it's something you come back to periodically, as long as you come back to it. That'll do it for this week's In the Field. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, let me know somehow. Comments on the video below, shares, likes, +1s, whatever platform you're running on, there's some little button you can tap that says, yeah, I enjoyed the video. That tells me you got some type of value out of it. That's always encouraging. And if you've got a photo friend that you think might enjoy my content, please share the channel with them. I'd love to see our little community and our corner of the internet growing. Well, until next time, my name's Scott Davenport, and happy shooting.